The Wind and the Whisper. Tonight, as you snuggle in, let's drift into a world where even the quietest whisper holds the greatest power. This is the story of a tiny hero who taught everyone a beautiful lesson. In a land of towering peaks and rushing rivers lived magnificent Mount Rumble. He was enormous and loud, his voice echoing with boom, roar, thunder crash. Everyone knew when Mount Rumble was around. Right beside him, so tiny she was almost invisible, lived Whimsy, the gentle whisper wind. Whimsy carried soft secrets and vital messages for the forest. But how could a whisper ever be heard above a roar? Whimsy tried every day. "Tell the sleepy bees the honeysuckle is open." She'd weave, hoping her words would reach. "Remind the flowers to sip the morning dew." But just as her message reached a tiny leaf, crumble roar! Mount Rumble would stretch, or a loud gust would pass, snatching Whimsy's words away. The bees stayed asleep, the flowers wilted a little, and Whimsy's heart felt a quiet ache. She felt so unheard. Not all problems in the forest could be solved with a shout or a strong push. Sometimes, the mightiest winds would try to help, but their strength was too much. A tiny baby bird, fluttering from its nest, might be blown too far. A delicate butterfly's wing could be torn. There was a puzzling problem. How do you help something that needs a gentle, perfect touch? It was a mystery no loud voice could answer. Then came the day of the Stardust Seed. This was no ordinary seed. It sparkled like a tiny star, needing to land in a very specific, sun-dappled patch of earth. Only there could it grow into a rare moon petal flower. The powerful winds tried to nudge it. Whoosh! But the seed spun wildly out of control. Mount Rumble let out a cautious puff. Whoosh! But it was still too much. The Stardust Seed trembled, lost and scared. Whimsy watched, her soft heart aching for the tiny seed. She saw how the big winds and the loud mountain just couldn't help. A tiny, warm flicker began to grow inside Whimsy. She didn't need to roar. She didn't need to push. She just needed to be herself. A quiet, knowing determination filled her. Taking a deep, silent breath, Whimsy gathered her unique strength. She aimed for the Stardust Seed, not with force, but with the purest, gentlest intention. Then, a single, perfect whoosh! So soft it was almost unheard. The Stardust Seed didn't spin, didn't tumble. It drifted, feather-light and graceful, right into that perfect sun-dappled patch of earth. Its new home. Mount Rumble gasped. That was amazing! He boomed, but softer than usual. The other winds whirled in awe. Whimsy didn't need to be loud. She didn't need to prove anything. Her whisper, her gentleness, had done what no power could. A radiant, soft glow now surrounded Whimsy, the quietest hero in the whole wide world. From that day on, everyone understood. Mount Rumble sometimes quieted his roars so Whimsy could deliver her gentle messages. Because Whimsy, the tiny whisper wind, showed everyone a powerful secret. The loudest voice doesn't always have the most power. Sometimes it's the quietest whisper, the gentlest touch, that achieves the greatest things and connects us in the most beautiful ways. Whimsy, the whisper wind, showed us that true strength isn't always loud. Sometimes the gentlest touch holds the greatest power and helps us achieve amazing things. Now, close your eyes, little one, and dream of your own gentle strength. Sweet dreams. Through Whimsy the Whisper Wind, we learned that strength doesn't need to shout. Sometimes, it's the gentle whisper that makes the greatest difference. Ready for more exciting, wisdom-filled stories that reveal life's biggest lessons? Like, share, and subscribe to discover the magic in every tale.